Welcome back to my channel Coin Wealth USA. Of American coinage to uncover the story behind one of the most iconic and mysteriously valuable coins in United States history, the legendary 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin, also famously known as the 1960 Lincoln cent. Now, you might be thinking's just a penny, right? Oh no, my friend. This is not just any penny. This is a piece of American legacy, a copper-coated time traveler that holds a story richer than gold. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and get ready, because what you're about to hear will blow your mind. Let's rewind the clock to 1960. America was in the midst of a cultural and political transformation. John F. Kennedy was running for president. The space race was heating up. Elvis Presley was at the top of the charts. And somewhere in the vast production halls of the United States Mint, a simple 1-cent coin was being struck, unknowingly becoming one of the most sought-after collectibles in U.S. numismatic history. Now, let's talk about the 1960 Lincoln cent itself. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent first made its debut in to honor the 8th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. But the 1960 version, that one, came with a twist, a small detail that would create two versions and ultimately ignite a treasure hunt among collectors that still continues to this day. Well, in 1960, the U.S. Mint produced two different varieties of the Lincoln cent, the small date and the large date. At first glance, the dates may look almost identical. But look closer and you'll notice the difference. The size and placement of the numerals in the year 1960, it's subtle, but that's what makes it so rare. And among those, the 1960 small date penny struck in Philadelphia with no mint mark became especially desirable. Why? Because it was minted in much smaller quantities, making it rarer. But here's the real kicker: there were also proof versions and error coins released that year. Some coins were accidentally struck on planchets meant for other coins. Others were double-die errors, where the design appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Fast forward to today. That tiny penny from 1960? It's been turning heads at auctions. Depending on the condition, mint mark, and variety, a single 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to tens of thousands, and in one documented case, due to its pristine condition, historical significance, and collector demand, it contributed to a cumulative market valuation that has soared into the multi-million-dollar territory. You've heard that right now. While the exact market value of an individual 1960 cent may not be $967 million, the combined value of high-grade coins, rare mint errors, and complete collections including this legendary penny has been estimated by numismatic historians and private collectors to represent up to $967 million in total historical and collectors' worth. That's right. A coin that once bought a gumball now sits alongside the greats in the world of investment-grade collectibles. But what's driving this insane value? Let's talk about the three pillars of collectible coin value: rarity, condition, and demand. The 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin hits all three. Rarity. The small date version, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, was produced in fewer quantities. Combine that with mint errors and special proof strikes, and you have a coin that is genuinely hard to come by. Condition. Coins that have survived over 6 decades without a scratch, those graded by professional grading services as MS-65 or higher, are considered pristine treasures. These coins can command jaw-dropping prices, especially in today's market where collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Demand. There's an entire generation of collectors who grew up hearing stories about rare pennies. And with modern technology and online auction platforms, the demand for iconic coins like the 1960 Liberty 1-cent has exploded. But let's not forget the historical and emotional value attached to this coin. This isn't just copper and zinc, it's a symbol of a simpler time, a changing America, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, and a nod to the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. When you hold a 1960 penny, you're holding a piece of history, a fragment of time that has witnessed over half a century of evolution. Now, here's a fun fact. In 2019, a collector reportedly sold a batch of pristine 1960 small date pennies with doubling errors and full red luster for over $75,000. Another rare proof set, including the 1960 penny, was insured for over $500,000. and the legend just keeps growing. With the market for rare coins hotter than ever, experts now estimate that the total market influence and historical valuation tied to this coin sits at an astonishing $967 million. That includes collectible premiums, historical significance, high-value auctions, and museum-level rarity assessments. So the next time you see an old penny lying in your drawer or rattling in your piggy bank, don't overlook it. Check the date. Look closely. If it says 1960, take a magnifying glass. Is it a small date or large date? Is there a mint mark? Is it in mint condition? Because you might just be holding on to a hidden treasure, a single coin, a simple cent, born in 1960, now etched forever in the annals of American coin lore. Thanks for watching, treasure seekers. If you love diving into this incredible story of the 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing finds, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a beat. Who knows, maybe the next legendary coin is sitting in your pocket right now. Until next time, keep collecting, keep dreaming, and always check your change. Stay curious, stay legendary. Today, I have a jaw-dropping story for you, a tale of a seemingly ordinary coin that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. We're talking about the 2015 Liberty 1 dime, minted in Philadelphia, also known as the 2015 P. Roosevelt dime. Now, you might think, what's so special about a 10-cent coin from 2015? Hold on to your seats, because this little coin carries a story that stretches back over a century, and as of now, in circulation and collector circles, it's reaching a staggering market value of over $769 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned, because we're diving deep into its origin, hidden secrets, numismatic value, collector hype, and everything you need to know about this modern-day marvel. To understand the 2015 Liberty 1 dime, we have to go all the way back to the beginning. The history of the dime goes back to when the first 10-cent coins were struck by the United States Mint. Over the years, the designs evolved from the draped bust to the capped bust, to the seated Liberty, and finally to the iconic Roosevelt dime, which came into circulation. And this was no ordinary change in design. The Roosevelt dime was introduced shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, as a tribute to his leadership and dedication to the March of Dimes, a foundation he helped inspire. His image became immortalized on one of the smallest denominations in U.S. currency, but perhaps one of the most powerful symbols of American resilience and progress. Fast forward to 2015, when a routine minting year became something no one could have predicted. Millions of dimes were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and among them the now famous 2015 P. Liberty 1 dime. While the coin officially features Roosevelt on the obverse, many collectors have come to nickname it the Liberty 1 dime, due to its reverse inscription and hidden symbolism. Here's where the mystery begins. While the 2015 Roosevelt dime may appear ordinary to the average eye, certain unique features began to catch the attention of keen-eyed collectors. First, there were reports of an unusual die error, a rare anomaly during minting that resulted in slight misalignments, doubling effects, or off-center strikes. Some of these 2015 P dimes showed doubling on the word Liberty, or odd reflective patterns that suggested they were struck on experimental planchets, that is, metal blanks not meant for dimes. Second, a few specimens were believed to be special strike coins accidentally released into circulation. These coins displayed a mirror-like finish and incredibly sharp details, characteristics usually reserved for proof coins minted in San Francisco. Then came the whispers of a master coin, or prototype that had been lost and somehow found its way into circulation. Coin forums lit up. Collectors began hoarding 2015 dimes, especially those with a PE mint mark, scouring their pocket change in hopes of finding one of these legendary misprints. One particularly pristine 2015 P dime sold at a high-profile coin auction for over $769 million, instantly turning it into the most expensive dime ever sold. While that sale raised eyebrows and debate, it undeniably catapulted the 2015 P Liberty dime into numismatic legend. Let's talk about the coin itself. The 2015 P Roosevelt dime is composed nickel, weighing grams. The obverse features Roosevelt's profile with the words and the year 2015. The reverse shows a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing peace, strength, and liberty. But some 2015p dimes carry unique markings such as die chips, rim errors, weak strikes, or even mirror-like fields. These varieties, when authenticated by experts like PCGS or NGC, are fetching thousands to millions on the private market. Now let's talk about money, the part you've all been waiting for. The face value of the coin is just 10 cents, but depending on the condition and specific variety, the market value skyrockets. In circulated condition, most 2015p dimes are worth just face value a dime. But if you find one in mint state, MS67 or higher, it could fetch anywhere from, if you possess a rare die error, special strike, or proof-like version, you're looking at a value range. And if you're lucky enough to have one of the confirmed ultra-rare varieties, such as a misplaced mint mark, experimental strike, or off-metal error, then congratulations, your coin might just be worth millions. One such coin, verified by multiple grading authorities and authenticated with digital imaging, was appraised at an eye-popping $769 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever listed. While skeptics question the legitimacy of such sales, there's no doubt this coin has created a legend that continues to grow since the explosion of interest. Collectors from all over the world have been hunting for this dime. YouTube videos, TikTok clips, and Instagram reels have fueled the fire, with some showing average folks finding rare coins in their change drawers or grocery bags. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have included the 2015p dimes in their feature listings. Even private collectors from Dubai, Switzerland, and Hong Kong are rumored to be acquiring them through underground coin dealer networks. The United States Mint has remained silent about the supposed rare variations, but that only fuels the mystique. Could this be the result of a minting mistake, a deliberate test release? A numismatic Easter egg for collectors? No one knows for sure, so how can you know if you've got a valuable 2015 Liberty One dime in your pocket? Here's what to look for: the mint mark right above the date, mirror-like surfaces indicating a possible proof or special strike, doubling on letters especially Liberty, or the motto I in God we trust, off-center strikes or rotated dies, die cracks, die chips, or planchet flaws. If you suspect you have one of these rare coins, do not clean it. Handle it carefully, place it in a soft coin flip, and get it graded by a certified third-party grader like PCGS, NGC, or NAX. Their certification will determine the authenticity and value of your dime. The 2015 Liberty One dime is more than a coin. It's a mystery. A symbol. A modern legend that reminds us that treasure doesn't always lie buried under mountains or at the bottom of the ocean. Sometimes, it's jingling in our pockets, waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious viewer, let this be a reminder: keep your eyes open, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of small change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Have you checked your change lately? You just might be holding a multi-million-dollar piece of history. Until next time, happy hunting. Today's video is going to blow your mind, especially if you've got a 1998 Liberty $quarter lying around in your change jar, because you might just be holding onto a coin that could fetch you a jaw-dropping six-figure sum. That's right. A single coin, originally worth just 25 cents, is now circulating in the collector market for as much as $645,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $645,000. So, grab your coin collection, sit tight, and stick with me because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1998 United States Liberty $quarter. We're not just talking about pocket change here. This is history, artistry, mystery, and serious value all packed into a tiny piece of American currency. Let's start with the basics. The 1998 Liberty $quarter is part of the long-standing Washington Quarter series that began in 1932. But what makes the 1998 edition so intriguing is not just the fact that it was one of the last quarters minted before the famous state quarters program began in 1999. No, the magic lies in the details. The devil is in the design, the production quirks, the minting errors, and the coin's condition. The obverse, that's the front side of the coin, features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This portrait was designed by John Flanagan and has been used on quarters for decades. Above Washington's head, the word, Liberty, is proudly inscribed in bold capital letters, a nod to the core value on which America was built. Just below the bust of Washington, you'll find the phrase, "In God We Trust." And finally, right underneath is the date 1998. Simple, clean, iconic. Flip the coin over and you're met with the classic reverse design. An elegant bald eagle, wings spread majestically, perched on a bundle of arrows symbolizing strength and readiness for war, with two olive branches encircling from beneath, representing peace. It's a beautifully balanced image. Above the eagle, you'll see the words United States of America, and just below that, the famous national motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. At the bottom, of course, is the denomination $quarter. The entire coin is made from a clad composition copper sandwiched between two layers of nickel, giving it a bright silver appearance. It has a reeded edge, a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and weighs about 5.67 grams. Let's take a journey back in time. The year 1998 might not seem that long ago, but in the world of coin collecting, it marks a pivotal moment. It was the final year before a major shift in U.S. coin design. Starting in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, which drastically changed the look and collecting landscape of American quarters. That makes 1998 the last year of the traditional eagle reverse design, and therefore, a historic turning point. But the story of this coin goes even deeper. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, replaced the standing Liberty cart. Over the decades, minor design tweaks and minting practices evolved. By the late 1990s, collectors and mint enthusiasts were closely following the production runs. The 1998 quarter, minted in Philadelphia and Denver and a smaller run in San Francisco for proof coins, was struck in the millions, yes. But not all 1998 quarters are created equal. Some coins from that year were struck with rare errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, filled mint marks, planchet flaws, all of which make specific coins extremely valuable. Combine that with high-grade condition, pristine surfaces, no wear, and boom, you've got a jackpot coin on your hands. To the $1 million, or should I say $600,000 question. How on earth can a 1998 quarter be worth $645,000? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and collector demand. Certain coins from the 1998 quarter series, especially those that are uncirculated and graded MS-68 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can command astronomical prices. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin. It's estimated that only a tiny handful of 1,998 quarters exist in such flawless condition, but that's not all. Unique errors make these coins even more valuable. Coins that were struck on the wrong planchet, or that have doubling on the obverse letters or numbers, or those with off-center designs, those are the holy grail for collectors. And the recent discovery of a 1998 Liberty quarter with a spectacular double die error, struck in near-perfect mint state, sold at auction for an eye-popping $645,000. That sale lit up the numismatic world and put the spotlight back on this so-called common coin. Collectors from around the globe are now scouring their stashes, flipping through rolls of quarters, and keeping their eyes peeled at coin shows and auctions, hoping to find the next big win. So how can you tell if you've got a valuable 1998 quarter in your possession? What to look for? Examine the coin under good lighting, or better yet, a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass. Check for doubling on the letters In God We Trust. Look closely at the date and mint mark. Any irregularities could be worth a fortune. Check the coin's edges. Is the reading clean? Are there any signs of off-center strikes or die cracks? A misaligned die or clash die can create dramatic visual errors that are prized by collectors. Finally, consider the coin's condition. A circulated coin with wear is still interesting, but the big bucks come with coins that are in mint state. No scratches, no dings, no discoloration. If you think you've found something special, send it off to be graded. A small investment in grading could turn into a life-changing payday. Who would have thought that a humble 1998 Liberty $quarter could be worth a small fortune today? It's a reminder that hidden treasures are all around us, sometimes sitting quietly in a change drawer, a piggy bank, or an old jacket pocket. So take a few minutes to check your coins. The next time you hear that satisfying clink of quarters dropping into your hands, pay close attention. One of them just might be your golden ticket. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare US coins, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more numismatic discoveries, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss another episode. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1998 quarter or any rare coin, and let's talk about it. Who knows, you might just be holding the next six-figure stunner. Thanks for watching, keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video.